All right, guys. Welcome back. Dr. Stamper here, PetWow. Hope you're doing well. I've practiced a little about myself. I practiced, I'll be 23 years now in May. I graduated from the Auburn University College of Veterinary Medicine, War Eagle, for all the USEC fans. I am married. I have 14 children, 7 girls, 7 boys. So my life is pretty much coming to work and being home. So I maybe sometimes will say the statement, which irritates my wife a little bit. You know, I drive to work fast and I drive home slow. So with all those kids, so I do actually, even after 23 years, I still love coming to work. I look forward to it. I know some people, in life don't like work, but I love working here at PetWow. I get the opportunity to work with great people. I get to work with my brothers, and people who I have worked with now for over 23 years, because I've worked in this practice since 1994 when my dad was here. He started in the early 1970s. So, all right, enough about me. Today I'm going to answer a question, extremely common problem we see in vet medicine. And if anybody's had their pets, you've probably dealt with this. So why is my pet scratching or licking itself constantly? So obviously, the number one thing, fleas, of course. Everybody who knows anything, or honestly, most of the time when people come in with their itching, scratching their dog, they think they probably have fleas, and that's the assumption. And we definitely see tons and tons of flea cases with itching, scratching, but I'll tell you, by far the mass majority of pets with both cats and dogs that are itching, scratching have just seasonal allergies. Like we think of seasonal allergies. Most people think of sinus issues, drainage, leaves, weeds, trees, grasses, pollens, everything blooming in the spring, dying in the fall, winter. You got dust mites, those sort of things. Dogs absolutely get the same issues, and a large part of our practice every year, especially from March to the end of November, is just itching, scratching, chewing, digging, and most of the time it isn't fleas. It's just everything that's blooming and pollinating. So it's kind of a frustrating thing for owners. One of the more common symptoms that people maybe don't think about is chewing, licking their feet. That's by far the number one symptom of allergies in dogs, is the lick and chew their feet, the lick their toes. A lot of people think it's a OCD kind of thing, and sometimes it is, but most of the time we don't test in dogs a lot, but it's available. But a lot of times, if you do academic testing at those dogs that are doing it, if you test them, they'll be allergic to some tree pollen that's pollinating or some grass pollen. Obviously, most dogs that are just chewing, licking, they're probably not coming in to see me because it's maybe not bad enough. But as it progresses, if they get second most common ear infections, third skin infections, foot infections, that's when usually the dog is miserable, the owner is miserable, the dog can't sleep, the owner can't sleep. My dog used to have allergies, and 3 a.m. I'd hear licking feet. There is nothing that would drive you crazier than hearing your dog lick their feet at 3 a.m. So anyhow, allergies, really common. That's by far the most common causes. Again, in rare cases, there are certainly masses, tumors, skin lesions that can cause that sort of thing. But those are usually a little more evident, bumps on the skin that are raised, growing. As far as allergies, there are some allergy medications that we can use over the counter, things like Claritin, Tavist. There's others too. Most of them are antihistamine related, very safe. Some dogs it really helps. A lot of dogs, frankly, it just does not. You can do things like omega-3 and 6 fatty acids that are over the counter that you can get at human pharmacies or online pharmacies. Again, people usually say, hey, it helps, but it usually isn't enough to make them happy. So, of course, in vet medicine, we have a whole host of prescription medications that we use for dogs. Some dogs have allergies all year long. Some dogs only have seasonal, where they have a 2, 3, 4 week window of time where they're really itching and scratching, because whatever's pollinating is pollinating, or in the fall, whatever's falling off the trees and dying is falling off the trees and dying. So anyhow, those are kind of things. If they're itching, scratching, if it's affecting your quality of life, it's definitely affecting the dog's quality of life. Come see us if that starts to become a problem. We can usually manage that problem. And sometimes there are even severe cases that we refer out to veterinary dermatologists who are in the area. So that's it. Hope this finds you well. And don't get the 7-year itch. Thanks. Bye.